This image is supposedly a leak that came out in 2023 depicting a 22 character roster for what was at the time known as projectL. And while I wouldn't put too much stock into this because we've already confirmed that we're going to be getting 10 characters on release and this was never confirmed past basic speculation, it does beg the question, who are the remaining 3 characters for 2XKO's launch roster? We already know the first 7, Ahri, Braum, Darius, Echo, Jinx, Alawi, and Yasuo, but there are 3 more that have yet to be revealed. So who are the remaining 3 characters? Well, I don't know, but there is a couple of things that we can piece together to make an educated guess because we don't have no information, we just have a small amount of information. So go find some straws and let's go grasping. There has been one credible data mined leak about the 2XKO remaining characters, and that has to do with alphabetically their name and also their HP values. So we have one of them that falls between AH and B because he is in between Ahri and Braum, and 2 of them that fall between J and Y. One that has Bruiser HP like Yasuo and one that has Mage HP like Ahri. And that is actually a lot to go on, especially the first champion, which I believe has to be Akali. Akali in League of Legends is a ninja champion whose primary playstyle revolves around her shroud, which makes her invisible. She would likely be a standard ninja rushdown type character, think like Ibuki or Chip Zaneth. And aside from just roughly falling into the right box because of the HP value and her name, Riot actually hired a concept artist very early on who did a rendering of Akali. And while this doesn't guarantee that they would work on Akali, are you really going to take somebody who made this incredible Akali rendering and have them work on like Rammus? I just don't really see that. So champion number 1, we are locking in Akali. Champions number 2 and 3 are going to be a lot harder to guess because we're going from like 15 characters to over 100. But I really think that they're going to find a way to use the Katarina model that we saw years ago. I feel like people have forgotten at this point, but Katarina was one of the first champions they ever showed us for projectL. This was back when it was a 1v1 fighter, and that doesn't mean that she'll definitely be included, but we have already seen what happened with Jinx, and it's not like they just have some art assets. She looks like she has a fleshed out kit. And something else that I noticed when I went back and watched this, Darius's jump heavy is like exactly the same. So even though this was a 1v1 fighter at the time, they clearly used a lot of what they had already developed when they made it into a tag fighter, which means that for Katarina, they have a lot that they can just plug and play. And I don't think that they would just scrap that, especially when they're trying to get champions out for the release date. So number 2, locking it in, Katarina. And that just leaves us with character number 3. It's likely to be a bruiser with the HP value that it has, and its name starts between K and Y. And that's not a lot of information. So instead of guessing just one, I'm going to massively hedge my bet and talk about a few people that I think it could be. Vi is the most obvious choice here. She's got the popularity from Arcane. She is a perfect fit for a fighting game with her brawly playstyle, and she fits alphabetically and she fits health-wise, but I just honestly don't think it's going to be her. This is 2XKO. It's not Arcane the fighting game, and we already have 2 characters with Jinx and Echo that have plenty of Arcane representation. So I kind of doubt that they feel pressured to add a 3rd one just to fit the Arcane aesthetic. Another great option would be Set. Set is a pit fighter. He is half Vastayan, and once again, perfect brawly kind of playstyle for a fighting game. In League of Legends specifically, he has a mechanic around his left and right punches, and he can just go Super Saiyan for some reason, so that would be pretty cool in a fighting game. I don't know if it will be Set or Vi, but I'm gonna go with my heart here and say that I want the 3rd character to be Samira. Samira is a bounty hunter from Noxus. She's a part of the Black Rose, so we made it back to Arcane anyways. And more important than any of that, her entire character is a reference to Dante, which, if we've learned anything from Marvel 3, makes her a perfect addition to a fighting game. She is a hybrid character with 2 guns and a big sword. I could see them making her a rushdown character or even a kind of Shoto character, depending on exactly what they want to do, but they do have a lot of options. So that's my guesses. Akali and Katarina, I really think will be in the game. Samira, I hope will be in the game, but it could also be Set, Vi, or a bunch of other people. And I want to know what you think, so drop a comment down below and let me know who you want to see as part of the starting roster or to be added later. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.